Hello, thank you for coming in today. I just want to make sure you signed all of your consent forms already.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, awesome. I will let you know this session will be confidential. I do have a recording going just in case I need to share anything with my supervisor because I am just a supervisee right now. It could also be shared if you present any danger towards yourself, towards someone else. Um, if you if it's court ordered, it could be released. If there's any sense of like neglect towards a minor or just a vulnerable adult, the elderly, anything like that.
Mhm.
And if that's all okay with you,
Yep.
then we can get started today.
Gotcha.
What brings you in?
Just like a lot of work frustration, honestly, I guess.
Frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do you work?
I work at Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay, fun.
Yeah.
How are you feeling towards it?
Mostly just very exhausted, just gutturally, just worn down, I guess, by not just the customers. Of course, the customers are a lot to deal
Absolutely.
with. But just my coworkers lately have just been really getting to me, you know?
Do you have any specific examples of that?
Well, one, her name's Kylie, and she just every time I tell her to do something, she won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of she's not a minor, but she's one of the younger employees, and I'm a shift supervisor. And so I'm supposed to be telling people hey, can you please do this? Can you do that? And she'll just be sitting on her phone, and we're not supposed to be on our phones first off. And then also I'll tell her she just responds with a lot of attitude, and then won't do it properly. She'll be leaving for her shift to be ended, and three of the things that I asked her to do are either half done or just not done at all. And it really kind of gets to me because I just know that she's not I don't know, it's not even that she's not doing what I asked, it's just she didn't care enough to know that puts me in a bad position, you know?
So you feel like she's just not respecting you as maybe a person or as some sort of authority figure.
Even as a person, because I go by they them, and she knows that. I've told her a lot of times, and every time I will say, hey, don't call me she her, call me they them, she'll just look at me blankly and then move on, or change the subject in the conversation, or just walk away, and then continue to refer to me by the wrong pronouns.
And obviously that itself can have a huge toll on how you're
is very draining.
Just immediate down on your day, basically.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Have you thought of ways to maybe decompress after work, or maybe psych yourself up before work in a way that
I kind of tried with music. One of my friends, he'll always sit in his car for a full 10 minutes before coming into work and just listen to music. And sometimes I'll see him out there, he's just going for it.
Absolutely.
But I feel I'm always in such a rush, and I have ADHD, so I always end up leaving a little bit later than I intended to for work, because I'll just be sitting there and I'm okay, I need to make sure I'm ready for work, and then I'll sit and just blank out for a solid 5 minutes, and then I'm oh my god, no, I need to go to work. And so I never really have I feel I'm always thrown into my day with no preparation, you know?
And if you're having these negative feelings when you're at work, of course it's not going to make you want to
be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's been really a big struggle for me. I guess I should probably I don't know, because after work I do try to decompress, but also I go home and I have to take care of my younger brother, and I have to you know, sometimes I have to help with cooking or cleaning, and that's fine, that's just a normal household thing. But I don't know, I don't really have any time for myself, I feel sometimes.
Absolutely. Because of these negative emotions that you're feeling at your workplace, are you have you noticed that you're putting things off? Are you feeling like it's dragging into your home life?
Definitely is. I've noticed like my temper has gotten a lot shorter, like especially because like I'm helping with my little brother and he'll come up and ask me a question, and normally I'd be like so like very like yeah I would love because I love helping with him with his math homework because like I used to love math when I was in school, and so like I would like be like oh yeah definitely here's this, but like even just like last night like he asked me for help and I was like fine what's up, like I had no patience anymore because like I felt like I was just so worn down by everything that was happening with like Starbucks and like Kylie and everything that was happening.
Yeah, your coworker disrespecting you, and you've said that you've tried to correct her many times.
Yeah.
And it just has not worked.
Yeah.
Do you think like would you be able to have other people maybe like help you with correcting her, or
I've considered it because like a lot of my coworkers are actually like really great with it, and like they'll correct like random people like at some points, like they'll be like oh no it's they them, and I'm like so nice, that's awesome, and like it's really they like I sometimes like a day can go by and everything that Kylie does like has no effect on me because like or I mean it does, but like it feels like it has no effect on me because my coworkers like other than her are like really genuinely sweet and like really respectful about it. But then I don't know, like if she doesn't like really respect anyone telling her that, because there was another person from a different store that had come in like to like work as like a borrowed partner, and they also go by they them pronouns, and she didn't respect them either, and everyone was still correcting her, and she just would like again stare blankly and then walk away. And I understand that like a lot of people like aren't very accepting and or they're not educated, but like it's just very draining to have that part of me like just not respected because I'm not being respected as a person or as a shift or like even at all like by her, you know.
what do you think are some things that you could try to do to make your days just go by a little bit easier at work?
I guess I don't know. I guess
or maybe
I could
things that just if it were the perfect world, what would kind of
Oh, I would love to not work with her, of course. But like I guess if I could work like different shifts maybe, and or like actually talk with my supervisor about it, because I know that like Starbucks is a very inclusive space, so I know that like maybe like I don't know if they would actually do anything about it, but I know that she has been like talked to about her phone on multiple occasions, so maybe if I brought this up with them they would be like okay well that's like final straw. I mean I would feel a little bit bad about that, but also it's just so draining to everyone like that has to deal with like that kind of like disrespect. And like what if it was like someone who was really like emotionally attached to that like I guess what's the word, identity, sorry. Like someone who's like super attached to that identity and like has like a lot of emotions around that, they could be genuinely hurt by like someone like Kylie doing something like
absolutely.
that. And so maybe that is probably a better solution to like I don't know, actually take action there instead of just like letting it happen and just kind of like getting hurt by it over and over again.
And it seems that she's not only hurting you but disrespecting others too, and it could be shown like seen by customers, and you don't want any of that to fall back onto you.
True. Like as a supervisor, technically that is my job.
Above her.
Yeah.
Correct.
So anything that she does, technically that falls on me as a supervisor. So
I can see how that could be stressful for you.
Very. Yeah.
I noticed you said that it feels like you're like working the same shifts over and over again. Would changing that maybe
I've considered it, but like I work the night shifts and like the evening shifts because I do have to take care of my little brother. Like in the morning I drive him to school, and then like I have to like I don't know, it's just like I can't be there in the morning, and if I can't be there like at night, then I won't get any hours.
Absolutely.
Sorry, that was my phone going off.
You're good. So if you think about what we've discussed today and just maybe apply some of your realizations, give it a try.
Yeah.
And just keep in mind that you're your own person, you know. She doesn't have to like affect how you're having your day.
That's true. Yeah, thank you.
She can
Live
do her own thing, and you can do your own thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this talk today.
Me too. Thank you so much.
I hope to see you soon.